if I tell them to chill. I'm trying to run these M's. Pay cash and then he post the crib. I can't show nobody where my mama live. That's how I supposed to feel.
Which part of like do you usually clip this on?
Yeah, I usually clip it. Yeah, about right there.
Okay.
It's uncomfortable, but you get used to it.
What's up? You want us to go right there? All right, let's go. Rehearsal?
No, I think real.
Oh, we're going for real. Okay. Oh yeah, there's 5 minutes.
Kellen Willis. Okay.
Everybody can't go to the top. I had to leave some people. I'm gonna be forever scheming. Woke up, I thought I was dreaming. Watch my little boy play with toys. I just dropped a tear joy. Something that I feel for. I've been going crazy with the scoring. Call me baby hard. They say I'll be great. I guess I'm waiting for it. Yeah, age. Learn how to get paid. Big stage. Long way from session A. Big way. He gon' have to get saved. Riding on fire. She been on the fires. I know I went there for you. At least I said I'm sorry. You know what it was. I told you that I was hardest.
Welcome to house.
Okay.
I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy. They trying to take away from it. With the kid and pray for you. I got girls in real life trying to up my day. Going online, that ain't part of my day. I got real popping with my family too. I got that can never leave Canada too. I got 2 mortgages, 30 million in total. I got that'll still drop me over. I got rap that I gotta act like I like.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Richard L. Evans Field in Winter Park, Florida, Lake Howell High School. As today we will be watching the Lake Howell Silverhawks be playing the East River Falcons. Now, I'm Matt Clark. I'm here with Richie Saponiak. Richie, tell us a bit about these two teams. Tell us about the players. What should we look out for tonight? What kind of game are we into?
Well, Matt, for the Lake Howell Silverhawks, they are 5-3 on the year. They're closer and closer and closer to their first playoff berth in years. And a win tonight will definitely get them, much closer to that shot. A team that's been so offensive, offensive built. Tight end DeCorey Johnson's had an amazing season. He's leading the team receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. Expect him to have another breakout game tonight. And, of course, the rushing game we have in that backfield led by Dylan Edwards. He's had a tremendous season. We could expect him to have another big game. As for East River, for them, 2-6 on the year. It's just not their year. Their offense has been very dormant. They have had, strong performances from guys like Kellen Willis. He leads the team in receiving yards. But other than that, it's a lackluster offense that needs to get back on track, with only 2 games left in the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's send it down to our sideline reporter, V. Take it away.
And I'm reporting this game. This is Lake Howell Silverhawks against East River Falcons. This is the last game that we will be personally broadcasting, but it looks like a pretty good lineup. We got easy, breezy weather up in here. Weather's feeling nice. It's breezing in my hair. The players are looking beautiful. It's a pink out game. I'll see you guys on the other side. I'll see you guys on the other side. I'm outie. I'll see you guys in the next quarter. Did that eat?
Defense, when you take a look at their schedule, how they've played this year, they're coming off a bad loss to Lyman, a team that also beat Lake Howell. You know, to look at how similar those two performances were between Lake Howell's against Lyman and, you know, East River's against Lyman. Take a look at this East River defense. I mean, they're stingy. They've had games where they've only allowed 10 points, only allowed 13 points. But other games they give up, you know, 45, 50 points. So it's going to be interesting to see which East River team shows up tonight against the Silverhawks. And it could be the same thing said for the Silverhawks. I mean, they've had really good performances in other games. They come out and just don't look the same as they did the week before. We'll see if Lake Howell can, you know, bring that, you know, motivation and bring that, you know, that grit with them week in, week out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I spoke with Elgin Lopez before the game, assistant offensive coordinator. He's been in charge of a lot of the big play calls.
Everybody please stand for their national anthem.
Great performance right there by the Silverhawks band. As we are almost ready to get underway here at Richard L. Evans Field, Winter Park, Florida, Lake Howell High School.
Excited to see how both of these teams come out. Both of these teams hungry. Both of these teams
Welcome
fighting
to
for different things.
Richard Evans Field. Lake Howell, home of the Blue Collar Boys, will be taking on East River High School tonight. Referee tonight is Tom Britt, umpire Jeff Granger, linesman Walter Howard, line judge Chuck Bowman, back judge Oliver Kusted, side judge Don Vandermark, field judge Frank Rydell, and the clock operator Larry LaBelle.
This is the Silverhawks annual pink out game before we get started with homecoming week next week. The homecoming game and senior night against Mount Dora. But first we have business to take care of against East River.
You talk about the art of war in high school. This is almost the ultimate war in Football Friday.
Absolutely.
So there you go. The Lake House Silverhawks will take the field as this crowd chants for what has been a great Silverhawks team, one of the best ones that we have seen in recent history. This team is ready. They're fired up. The cheerleaders are fired up. The fans are fired up. We're in for a great one tonight, folks.
When you take a look at how the playoff situation works out, you know, this Coach Lowe has not made the playoffs yet as a head coach at Lake Howell. This is the year he has a chance.
Yeah, he does. Coach Lorenzano has really changed the culture.
Absolutely. He's taken this young team and really turned them around from being one of the, lesser known, football programs to now here we are competing for a playoff spot, and we have a big win, big chance to prove ourselves. One thing that the Silverhawks team can't do, which they avoided doing last week, was falling into the trap. East River does not have a winning record. East River is not going to make the playoffs, but they still might be able to steal one, and that's got to be the goal.
Well, yeah, you see, for East River, what's on the line for them is their pride. And for the Silverhawks, what's on the line for them is the playoffs. So they really need to make sure to key in and make sure that they don't let the pride outweigh their pride to make the playoffs.
Absolutely. This is a Silverhawks team that has brought fight to every single game this year, no matter who the opponent is. Even if we're down big, this is a team that still continues to keep fighting. An interesting situation we'll see, which is always a question every single week, is who the quarterback will be. Last week we saw Luke Barhorst come in and start, and he played very well for this team. And then they took him out in place of John Schweeman, who also did well with his snaps. And then finishing it off with Owen Steiner.
The Silverhawks have won the coin toss, and they have elected to receive. So the Silverhawks will be receiving in the first half and then kicking off in the second half.
Well, here we go. We can take a look at this offense first, just like we did last week. We scored a touchdown on that opening drive. Took them how many plays to get down the field? I believe it was 4 plays.
Yes, I believe you are right.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in.
As you can see right there, we have the Silverhawks band. Always putting on a great performance. So the players aren't the only ones that are performing on Fridays.
Shout out the band, shout out the cheerleaders, shout out everyone who shows up. It's all a great effort.
As you can see, with all the pink, it's a highly anticipated night. There we have the opening huddle for the Falcons, getting ready to kick off. Set to return is Edwards and Wilkerson, both of them explosive returners.
Sal Scaglione is back wearing number 1 last week after a brief stint of wearing 7.
And Edwards has elected to get them started off at the 30. They do want to avoid letting Edwards return the ball. He's very explosive.
Of course, an explosive player all around, but especially in the special teams department when he gets the ball in space. He's created several big moment plays for the Silverhawks this year. Think back to that Pine Ridge game, that game-changing punt return touchdown that he had.
Yes, absolutely.
Touchback, Lake Howell starting on offense.
Took the PA guy a couple business days to realize that
So
Edwards elected for touchback. And about to get ready for the first offensive play of the game. Not the start that they were looking for. It looks like, I think there may have been a timeout. Yep, timeout on Lake Howell. That is not what you want to do. Timeout on the very first play.
As we were talking last week, it's very important to get the early mistakes out of the way. Remember when we had the false start penalty at the beginning, and it threw us off at the beginning, but we were able to bounce back. It's interesting to see that this is a team that benefits from those early mistakes and gets them out of the way early, and they come out firing when they get the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if they will be able to maybe have a routine for first play penalty and then score a touchdown in four attempts. We'll see. As Scaglione in motion, he gets the toss. Scaglione running out to the right side, and he has a first down. That is a good start for Scaglione. Scored a touchdown last week. Here he is today, getting the first down early on.
It's always been interesting how much Lake Howell uses those motion plays. I mean, that's their offense is genuinely ran through motions, ran through the jet sweeps, and there we saw a great one to one of our fastest guys on the offense.
Scaglione has wheels.
That he does.
There you have two running backs in the backfield. That's Wilkerson and Edwards. Lethal duo. They'll go to Edwards. Edwards running out to the left side. He's got room. He's got a lot of room. Edwards running down the sideline. He might go all the way, and he jukes it. There he goes. Dylan Edwards in for a touchdown. Dylan Edwards with another touchdown. We were saying he's explosive. Exhibit A.
Wow. He took that man's ankles at about the 10-yard line. You saw that.
Oh my goodness. Edwards just said, hey man, this is my turf and I'm going to make you taste it.
Wow, that was a beautiful play. It took us 4 plays last week, 2 plays this week.
Great play by Edwards. It took them 2 plays. That is half the amount of times it took.
Might be a good luck thing. Get that penalty out the way early. Sacrifice and then take it to the end zone very shortly.
Yeah, absolutely.
High snap. What? Calder gets on the feet.
Calder Logan for the extra point is good.
Yeah, Calder has been automatic this season. That is an ideal opening drive. It's an ideal opening drive for the Silverhawks.
24 seconds in the game. You got a first one.
24 seconds. That might be a school record. I don't know the school's history. I can't find that, but yeah, I don't know the history, but I would say that's the fastest I've ever seen them score. 7-0. Beyond.
I'll tell you one thing about history. This season that Dylan Edwards is having has to start entering as one of the best in Lake Howell history in terms of rushing football.
Yes, he is already all-time great here at Lake Howell High School. All-time.
All time. He might have to retire that number 3 in a couple years.
Let's slow our roll here. Calder gets it off and away, and that one will. I thought that it would be touchback.
Calder Logan with the punt. Touchback, East River.
Here comes this East River offense.
Yeah, this offense has been stagnant all year, to say the least. Haven't really been getting a lot of rhythm. Hasn't been scoring too many points, and well, do I need to say it? You need to score points.
Yeah. William Billingsley has been the starting quarterback all season for East River. Number 17 is out of trots.
Looks like they're checking the team there for these pads. Snap is up, and that will go to number 22, William Marshall, who does not get anything. Actually goes backwards.
Nice little stand for Lake Howell's defense.
Tackle number 10, Lake Howell.
Yeah, this defense has definitely been good this year. Definitely Coach Mitchell, taking over as the new defensive coordinator, really has improved this team. He's got experience.
Yeah, of course, Coach Kalika, I mean, Super Bowl champion, he's brought such a fire to the Silverhawks defense that has been evident.
And again, it looks like they're not going to get anywhere.
Just like that for them, 2 plays in. It's a 3rd down.
Short pass number
Look at
5,
what Lake Howell's
Cal
offense is doing, 2 plays in. They were 1st down and we're in the end zone.
It was Willis there, the catch.
Big 3rd down coming up.
Dropping back, he will overthrow him. It looks like he thought his receiver was going to go farther up top, but his receiver ended up turning around. A little miscommunication, and that will be a 3 and out for, again, an offense that has struggled, not the start that they were looking for.
He was looking for Jaden Capobianca on that play. Not in sync.
Yeah, Capobianca just they just weren't on the same. As Edwards is the lone man back to return, and from this far back out, you need to make sure that he returns it.
Of course. If you're East River and you've been watching tape, you want a line drive plan. You don't want one.
Good punt, take a bounce, and that will be right at about the 41. As the Silverhawks offense will be about 60 yards
Lake Howell will
away
take
from
over
Pater.
the 45 off the punt.
It was about 60 yards when Edwards scored the touchdown on the last play, I believe. So.
Yes, Edwards already off to a terrific start in this game. He's been having a terrific season. What more can you expect? Number 3.
So here comes this offense out again for their 2nd series.
There you can see coaching staff on the sideline. Very big part. So there's the snap that will go to Edwards once again. Edwards trying to find a little bit more real estate, but looks like he will be stopped at the 50.
Dylan Edwards carry, gain of about 7.
Just shy of the first down.
Yeah, Edwards always has that nice burst of speed at the beginning of his run plays. You know, it's at the beginning. Usually we see runners start off a little slow, hesitate, and then pick up the speed. From the second, you know, he takes the handoff. It's like a bullet being shot out of the gun.
Yeah, you have the Le'Veon Bell types that are patient back there, but then also you're with the Le'Veon Bells, you'll have the Chris Johnsons,
Of course.
who they're just way too fast and you can't catch them.
Chris Johnson coaches at the pocket.
And there will be a handoff, and Scaglione
Another
making a man miss. Scaglione! S1 into the end zone. That is another touchdown. Another 2-play touchdown. 4 offensive plays.
Wow.
4 offensive plays.
13 points.
Wow. And yeah, Scaglione really having a terrific season so far. He now has a touchdown in back-to-back weeks. Scaglione making his impact through.
Something about these guys, they're juking like crazy tonight. I mean, that was another defender he just made eat turf. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. These defenders are falling flat on their face right now, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the taste of turf, but I mean, if that's what you're gonna be doing, then
I don't think
at least you like it.
Legal contact brought back.
Man.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna wipe out the touchdown.
Yeah, so the touchdown by Scaglione is called back.
Still a big play in that play.
I mean, still demoralizing that you let that happen even with the penalty.
Now they get a chance to do it again to him.
Called as an illegal blocking it back. Barhorst lining up, Scaglione again in motion. This time he doesn't get it. This time it goes to number 33, Malik Wilkerson. Tries to push his way forward.
Handoff number 33, Malik Wilkerson.
Wilkerson, another big explosive playmaker. Got a lot of touches last week.
Yes, he did.
And he had a terrific game scoring a touchdown.
He seems like more of the power back kind of type and fits that for Lake Howell's backfield. I mean, he's usually the guy that's involved in the jet sweep plays. He takes it from up top. But he's the guy, if you want to hand it off to him, he's going to rumble through a few tackles and get you them extra yards.
Yeah, he is.
Johnson in motion right there. Great.
Scaglione in motion. They hand it off to Edwards, who cuts back, and he has some room to work with. Edwards with a good cutback move, and he's able to
Handoff to Dylan Edwards.
get the
Good for a first down.
Yes, that will be another first down for Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, from up here, it looked like that play was going to be a loss. And then he was able to cut it back and get a couple yards extra.
Yeah, that's what you call ball carrier vision. And then also having the ability to make a man miss.
Absolutely.
Have a little bit of finesse.
Ooh, whoa.
That snap, Wilkerson gets it, and he will be blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Not the best snap.
Not the worst case scenario. They were able to pick the ball up, avoid a turnover, avoid,
Second down.
hit pretty hard.
Lake Howell.
So solid play there. Or job avoiding a much worse play.
Now they have a second and long.
Right now.
7:06 left in the game. Excuse me. Barhorse will get the snap. Misdirection to Edwards, who has room on the left side, and he makes a man miss. And no, they say that he is out of bounds. But he probably would have. He probably would have made it all the way.
Yeah, probably.
Carried by Dylan Edwards.
Knowing how
There is a
elusive
flag on the play.
little number 3 is.
There is a penalty out. So we'll talk about how much Lake Howell uses those offensive, misdirection carries.
Will be on the Silverhawks again. Another big play that gets pushed back by a penalty. That's not something that we saw too much last week. There weren't too many penalties. Here we have two demoralizing ones.
Yeah.
Drive.
See if Lake Howell can stay out of trouble with the
Third
penalties.
13 to go.
So now we got a third down and long resulting. Second down and long.
See what the Silverhawks offense
Correction,
will be
second
able
down.
to produce out of a long way to go as Barhorst pass is too high, and that is intercepted by number 3, Cole Bowman, who ends up getting taken down. Just a little bit too high right there, and ends up getting, I think it was tipped.
Yep, that came off the hands of the receiver.
Yep, tip drill right there. You see, that drive has promise because you do have the big plays that you move down the field. Of course, you have the big one by Scaglione that got called back, and now you have the play that that Edwards had, where it looks like he was going to make it all the way. They call him out of bounds. Both of them get called back with penalties, but you're still moving the ball. That's Coach Lowe's big thing. The offense, the drive is not a failure unless you're not moving the ball, and that's what they did there. And if you avoid those penalties, then hey, you got something to work with, and they do.
As for East River, I mean, there's right place, right time play for Bowman. And they're going to be able to take over. They're still backed up to where they had it earlier, but I mean, it just sucks when you had the chance to be up 14-0. Now it's still only 7. There's still plenty of time to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a look at Kuika Mitchell talking with his defense there. Number 2, Austin Acker, who's played very well all season. Want to say thank you to everybody tuning in tonight.
East River takes over offense on the 16-yard line, first down.
So even with the forced turnover, East River still has a Very long way to go, about 80 yards before they find their own end zone. As there will be the handoff to number 18, Nicholas Quinones.
Got swarmed back there. That was number 10, Eddie Almonte, up in there.
Almonte has really been a terrific tackler for this Silverhawks defense. Very crucial part in stopping the run.
Absolutely. I mean, he flies in from that safety position and makes plays all the time. A lot of big, run disruptions. So this Silverhawks defense that gets a lot of help from their guys back there, in the safety room.
There will be another handoff to Quinones. Goes outside, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage. Taken down by Acker.
Gain of about 1 or 2.
Yeah, good job right there by Acker, making sure that he has the right angle on him. Take him down.
Yeah, these safeties are very heavy with the run support. I mean, they've been standing out all season in that department. Of course, Austin Acker does lead the team in interceptions.
It's been a while since he has had one.
Tonight might be the night he gets another one.
Yeah, we'll see. He did have 3 picks in 3 consecutive weeks at one point during the season.
Yep, that is true. See Almonte coming up. This might be a blitz play for number 10. No, he drops back.
And there he goes, and seeing if he could get the first down. What will they call it on the run by Preston Beard? Excuse me, not Beard, Billingsley.
Quarterback sneak.
That moves the chains.
That was a good decision from Billingsley to pull it down and run, because at the top of that play, you saw Almonte look like he was going to blitz it, and he came out on the left side when they ran a little out route, and he stuffed that entire side. If he would have thrown that route that he was supposed to, that would have been picked off, taken to the house. Instead, he stepped up and made a good run to make some Silverhawks defenders miss.
Yeah, good job right there, not being trigger happy.
You got a penalty. I think that's a false start, because this is what that defense is doing. That's Almonte lined up on that side again. It looks like he's about to show blitz. Instead, he drops back into coverage before the play even starts. And then it just disrupts the O-line for East River.
False start.
Now we'll push them back. False start.
We got 3:54 to play in this first quarter. Silverhawks lead 7-0.
Billingsley dropping back, and good throw on the run, and that will be caught by number 0, Tanner Douglas. Tanner Douglas standing at 6'4", 250. The tight end.
That was a smooth play from Douglas. Looks like he slid in, caught the pass while on his knees. I mean, that was very heads-up awareness play from him, and good job throwing that one on the run for Billingsley.
Yeah, absolutely. Billingsley has looked good so far, as this will be a second down, even on that.
It's the Silverhawks team that forced 2 turnovers last week, but they were both fumbles. No interceptions.
Will be a handoff to number 19, Gene Darius.
Yep, that's a face mask all day. He wrapped him down, grabbed the face mask while bringing him down. That's going to be a 15-yard and another first down for East River.
Flag on the play.
Will be on the Silverhawks.
Face mask. Play count. Automatic first down.
Yeah, that one was pretty clear.
Yep, you got two officials rolling that. Here is Billingsley with a snap. That will be caught, but at what cost?
Sean Kelly was all over that one.
Yeah, really nowhere else to go with it.
Pass complete. Number 5, Kellen Willis of East River. Gain of about.
Sean Kelly's been playing pretty well in coverage.
1 yard. Second down and 9 to go.
That play gets absolutely stuffed.
Guess who it is? 99.
Yeah, Chase Redmond in there. He's leading this team in TFLs. He's leading this team in sacks. Redmond has been having a terrific year
Third down, 10 to go.
for the Silverhawks.
I mean, this is a very strong defensive player candidate right now for the Silverhawks. I mean, he was, very impactful last year, whereas this year it feels like he's pushing his potential to the max. He's playing amazing football for the Silverhawks.
Billingsley will take off on a design QB run, and he will get about 5
Quarterback sneak number
taken down in the 45. They have now entered
Billingsley
enemy
gained
territory.
about 4.
As we come up on a minute to play in this first quarter, Silverhawks still have not allowed any points.
Yeah, after that terrific first drive, Silverhawks unfortunately turned it over, and you know what? This offense who went 3 and out on their first drive, showing promise here.
Yeah, I mean, aided by some of the penalties, some of the heads-up plays from Billingsley. East River's looking pretty solid right now.
Despite the 4th down, that is a good offensive drive. Definitely a step in the right direction as
Oh,
they're
looks like
going
they're gonna punt this one.
Yep, and Edwards is back there. Again, you really want to get a good punt here because you don't want the ball in his hands.
We got a penalty.
He's going offsides.
Flag on the play, false start. East River.
Yeah, so that will be on the Falcons, as now you definitely need to make sure Edwards doesn't return it.
Yeah, so it was kind of closer because you could have maybe expected a fake, which you don't really expect fakes, but now for sure it's going to be 100% be a punt now.
And high punt, making sure that Edwards does not get that in his hands, and he somehow finds a way to still get it and get a little bit of extra yards. What a heads-up play right there by Edwards.
I mean, that's what they were trying to avoid, a big return from him.
Yeah, and I mean, not a big return, but I consider that a big play when you have the IQ and the ability to know where the ball's going to bounce. Knowing that none of the players want to touch it there, they want to let it bounce back. He's like, hey, I'm going to just take it and go off, and hey, that's what he did.
Yeah, as you said, very great heads-up play. This is probably going to be the last play of the first quarter right here. We got 2 seconds to play.
They probably have time for another 5 or 6 more plays in the quarter. See what they got in them, though. See how strong that arm is. Barhorst. And having a good season at quarterback. They've been splitting snaps at quarterback most of the season, as that will be a handoff that will be blown up behind the line of scrimmage for number 4, Shamar Morris. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter, as the Silverhawks are up 7-0.
Very strong first quarter there from the Silverhawks offense, as now they get the ball in prime position to do something else with it. The defense looked good as well, giving up 0 points to getting the 4th down holds, a 3 and out, and then a 4th down stop. The defense is looking solid as this offense comes back out.
Yeah, absolutely. This offense, they do have a little bit of ground to make up for on the negative play by Morris.
That is true. Let's see what they could do. They've responded to adversity well so far in the game. A touchdown on their second play after a penalty.
And here, Silverhawks offense now trying to score on the other end zone as they switch fields. Second quarter. Now, Morris in motion.
Oh.
That will be a handoff to Edwards, who ends up getting a couple yards out of it. Looks like it was going to be a negative play there, but he ends up getting a yard or 2.
Yeah, miscommunication there from Barhorst and Edwards.
Yeah, not really so sure where that was going to go, but
yeah, he's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
yeah. So this defense has been showing that they can get stops here for the Falcons.
Absolutely. Let's see what they could do on a 3rd down play now. Expect the pass here from Barhorst. His last pass was tipped and then picked off.
See what he's got here as Barhurst will get the snap, looking downfield, and he will launch it for Edwards, and that one almost gets intercepted by number 7, Christian Cuffey.
Pass broken up
But
to number
it will
3, Dan
now
Edwards.
be ruled as the 4th down, and in comes number 30, Logan Calder.
Barhorse with a slow start to this one early.
Well, he's only had 2 attempts. I wouldn't call that a slow start,
That's true.
but I mean, on that play right there, he had the pressure right all up in his face. The white jerseys, that's all he could see. And then 50-50 ball with the running back. It's like, yeah, you trust your receivers, but I think it's best case scenario that you overthrow that one instead of taking your chances.
Yeah, for sure. Because there's so many negative outcomes that could have came from that one being thrown.
Yeah,
a little shorter, a little farther.
Yeah, you definitely just don't want to throw a pick. Here's Almonte rushing onto the field.
Oh, there's the fake.
Oh, it's a fake. That's Scaglione.
He's going to cut back. Oh.
Scaglione gets taken down.
Oh, that's a flag. That's a horse
Oh.
collar. That's going to be an automatic first down.
And that is a very obvious flag. Oh, and he doesn't know. Oh, this is about to be the worst feeling in the world when number 9 right there turns around and realizes
Flag on the play.
Steven Batista that was not a illegal tackle.
Man, so an interesting play call and interesting execution to it, too. It did not look like he was going to have a first down. You could have tackled him normally there. To go for the horse collar, he's going to shoot him right in the foot.
Yeah, now defense will stay on the field.
Yeah, so here comes the Silverhawks offense out here.
Personal face mask on
Yeah,
the
just
That
an-
could be
yeah, ugly,
devastating,
ugly,
especially
ugly,
if
ugly.
this game is close late and East River's trailing by 1 score
That is
and Lake
a
Howell scores on this
30-yard
possession. I mean, this could be really rough for them.
30-yard penalty.
Here comes.
Moving them that much closer.
Wow.
Here the offense who tried to get it moving last time. Not the best runs. They did kind of get bailed out right there by the horse collar. But here is Barhorst again. Wilkerson in the backfield. Edwards lining out right. Wouldn't be surprised if Edwards goes left, but no, Wilkerson will take it and that looked like
flag.
That looked like it was a
handoff to number 33.
That one looked pretty illegal too, but they
yeah, it
didn't
did,
throw
but
Tackle
didn't
brought
call
down
it.
by number 0.
I mean, that's a
That was
tricky situation when you're in for the refs. I mean, because it wasn't around the horse collar, more kind of slinged him by the back of the jersey, but still it's close. And when it's close, you know, sometimes we do see that flag fly.
Yeah, we do. As long as they keep their calls consistent, I think that shouldn't be too much of a official issue. There's number 0, Tanner Douglas with the tackle for loss.
So now another 2nd down and long play. The Silverhawks offense has, you know, looked a little different than it did earlier in the game. We'll see if they could, you know, continue to respond.
Barhorst awaiting the snap. No, it would actually go to Wilkerson, who tries to move forward. Won't get that much closer to where they were initially, the initial line of scrimmage.
Malik Wilkerson with
Now
the
we have a
carry.
3rd down coming up. This seems to be about Logan Calder range if needed, if they're not able to pick up much here, but they got to
Gonna
be
bring
gunning
up
for a
3rd
touchdown.
down and long.
Yeah, 3rd down and long right here. Expect to see another pass here from Barhorst, or maybe see some trickeration.
Rivers band getting into it. Oh,
And that will be intercepted. Another interception for Barhorst. And there he is, taking it down the right sideline. And he will be taken out of bounds, and a flag on the play. And that was a late hit right there, as it looks like some players are starting to go at it.
Also flags, looks like a late
that was a one-handed snag by, I believe that was Cooper Harmon who got the pick, and a good run back. And a late hit is going to cause some animosity between these two.
Yeah, sometimes you just try to get the tackle and end up tripping up near the sideline. Not ideal, throwing a pick and then letting up that big return. Second of the day for Barhorse.
Yeah, we'll check what the penalty is in just a second. Coach Lowe visibly upset on the sideline right there, bottom of your screen.
Yeah, and here we have the Silverhawks huddling up, making sure that this team is on the same page. This is the defense out there we're looking at. So the officials are discussing what happened on the sideline. And here, now we will take it down to our side reporter, V. Take it away.
We are currently Silverhawks 7 against 0 against the Falcons. Right now we had a first touchdown in the beginning of the game, and then we had one of our players blow off somebody so hard that they fell off the sidelines. They're currently at 0. The game's pretty high tension. We did get a penalty, and it's going pretty hard. Pretty high tension up in here, guys. I'll see you guys later. Was that okay?
V.
Here comes East River's offense. I mean, in great field position after they were just, you know, looking like they were about to give up some points. And now they're on the opponent's side of the 50. Bad snap. Oh!
That is a great job by Chase Redmond, making sure to get back there.
Oh, no, another penalty.
Flags on the play.
Some all over.
2 late flags. Don't know exactly what that was.
This has become, a heavy penalty game right now for the Silverhawks. I mean, you would think it's daytime, the way it's so yellow out there on the field. You would think the sun's out.
And this penalty, still no word on what's going on. Appears we have a timeout.
There's interesting. I mean, it was a bad snap, low snap, and it didn't really seem like there was that much of a sense of urgency for Billingsley to pick it up. And right when he was able to, look up, he just got rocked by Redmond. Discuss the penalty.
As both teams are now in a huddle with the officials. Not so sure what they would want to tell them. I don't see.
Maybe they're telling them to keep it clean. I mean, we did see the almost fight on the last play. We've had a couple face masks, horse collars. Personal foul is being called today. Maybe the refs are, trying to prevent it from happening anymore from either teams.
As here will be the Falcons offense once again. Billingsley handing it off, and that's a Falcons first down.
Timeout.
Number 4, Xavier Sierra.
Number 4, Xavier Sierra.
Sierra leading this team in rushing yards, over 200 rushing yards on the season.
This is a team that doesn't have that strong of a rushing attack, but when they need to, they're able to pick it up pretty well.
Yeah, they are.
Seen tonight, they've been able to move the ball.
There's the snap, and once again, Sierra getting good movement there, moving the ball downfield as they inch closer to a tie ball game. Silverhawks came into this game looking real strong. We're halfway done through the second quarter. No score since.
It's interesting to see what happened in that momentum. I mean, the penalties, of course, do stun good drives, as they had that drive where they had the touchdown called back, 2 big plays called back, and then resulted in a turnover.
As there will be another handoff to Sierra. They are feeding him the rock.
It's going to be 3rd down now.
Handoff, Xavier Sierra.
It will be about a 3rd and 3, it looks like. I can only imagine they give it back to Sierra right here.
Very interesting to see. I mean, yeah, very short. I mean, I would expect a handoff right up the gut, maybe even a QB sneak kind of play.
Billingsley,
there you
yep,
go.
exactly. You got it right on the money, and I don't know if he got it. We'll see what the officials rule him as.
From here, it looks like it. We'll see. He said a tush push.
For a first down, East River.
And yep, they give it to him.
And that play is so unstoppable when Philadelphia uses it. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
Where's to avail here for East River?
And that'll be a first down.
So we got 7:19 to play in the second quarter. East River is driving down the field. This is one of their better looking offensive drives. Wonder if this is field goal range for Jackson White, their kicker.
Sierra will get another handoff, and he's tripped up.
That was number 36 there on the stop.
Sierra Xavier.
It's Isaiah
That's
Gonzalez.
Isaiah, yep, Isaiah Gonzalez,
Second down.
the junior. Take a look down at Lake Howell sideline, how they're discussing things. We got a second down coming up.
Here will be Billingsley, who's played a very good game so far. Will look out right and now go left, and he will take off, cuts out through the middle, and oh, he is rocked.
He's going to be brought down at about the 3 or 4. I mean, he shook out a couple defenders on that play.
Yeah, I think it might have been 3 defenders right there that he
Brought down
able
by
to
Eddie Almonte.
shift them, as it looks like it will be a timeout for the Falcons. Almonte had the tackle there on Billingsley. Richie, it's been a really interesting game so far. They start off the game, 2-play touchdown, big run by Edwards. How much of a toll have penalties had on this Silverhawks team?
Well, I mean, it's definitely dragged down a potential scoring drive that led to a turnover. And, you know, it blew up a opportunity. I mean, it's been a factor for, you know, East River as well on that fake punt attempt where it looked like Lake Howell was going to be blown up and they threw the penalty, and then Lake Howell answered right back with some more penalties. So it's definitely got to be dragging on them, dragging on the mentality, dragging on, you know, how they're playing, their morale. They just have to try and not let it get in the way, not let them get themselves in their way.
Yeah, you would almost think that the refs had a parlay with all these flags that they're throwing out.
Over or under 10 penalties before the end of halftime.
Yeah, we'll see.
The way we're going, we might hit the over.
Stop the count.
We'll see if Lake Howell could get a couple more in their favor.
There's the officials discussing with the Falcons offense.
And there's still so much time to play in this first half. We have, you know, 6 minutes left. Both teams, all their timeouts.
Yeah, the Silverhawks team needs to make sure that they can definitely establish themselves better without these penalties, because without the penalties, they're winning this game by 2-3 possessions, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, they would have had a touchdown on this Scaglione play, and then, you know, another drive that was going well that was stopped by the penalties. So,
and
yeah,
even after the Scaglione play, you have the play by Edwards that put them in very good field position. They at least could have gotten 3 out of that.
Absolutely. I mean, you just don't want to get in your own way, especially when you're leading. And then you don't really want to think about this while you're playing, but sometimes you can't help. But, you know, you're playing for the playoffs right now. You know, you're a win away. If you lose, you know, you're out of that race. You don't want to sacrifice anything. So you want to come out guns a-blazing. And right now, I want to say it's a total slow start for the Silverhawks, but they haven't matched that pace that they had on their opening drive.
Yeah, absolutely. As now play will resume. There is Billingsley lining up.
They're very close. You can see.
There we go. Billingsley will take the snap, and he will take it himself, and Billingsley is in for the touchdown. Number 17, William Billingsley, the sophomore, 6'2", 190 quarterback, getting in with his own wheels.
And there you go, just like that. East River has responded, and they're a PAT away from Jackson White. in tying this game.
Yeah, I mean, that is a great drive right there by this Falcons offense. Really just moving the ball downfield and making sure to get a good product out of it. And, hey, this might be a tie ball game if awaiting this PAT by number 1, Jackson White, the junior.
Lake Howell has blocked a few this year.
Not this one, though, as White drills it.
It goes over the fence.
Did it go over the fence?
I think it bounced over the fence.
Yeah, we're always obsessed with if the ball goes over the fence or not.
6 minutes, 11 seconds to go.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
He does not have that Logan Calder power. Let's see how Lake Howell can respond, because now, all right, when you're up 7-0, you're still, want to have your foot on the gas, but you might ease up just a little bit because you have the lead and you had it for so long, and now it's a tie game. Now you don't want to slip up because, next time you slip up, then you're down 7, and that becomes a whole different situation of its own. So Lake Howell needs to come out guns a-blazing on this drive. And it all starts with these special teams plays, this kickoff.
Yeah, it really does. Again, I think they're going to need to try their best to get to make sure that Edwards does not get the ball. Dangerous return man. But another thing for the offensive side, you need to not turn the ball over.
Absolutely.
They could have gotten 3 out of the before Barhorse threw the interception on 3rd down.
This one looks like it'll be worse on the turn. Oh.
That will be taken back as a touchback for Wilkerson.
Let's see if Lake Howell will commit to a quarterback change. We saw 3 of their quarterbacks warming up on the sideline. Won't really be able to tell until they head out there. Usually this is around the time John Schmeeman comes in.
Barhorst hasn't been having the best game so far. He's showed his struggles.
Barhorst is still going to go out there. I like that. I say continue to have trust in him. And, maybe if he makes another mistake, then take a look at putting someone else in. But it's still early in this game.
Don't anticipate on it.
Absolutely, yeah. Still really early in this game. A lot of chances to bounce back and come back from this negative performance he's had so far.
Edwards right there in the backfield again with Wilkerson. Scaglione in motion. And it will be a handoff to Wilkerson, who has room to run.
He took a man down with him.
Getting the first down.
Handoff to number 33, Malik Wilkerson. That's good for a Lake Howell first down.
Good job from Wilkerson. I mean, he lowered the shoulder and took that defender with him. He was not, about to go backwards in any means on that play. Put that one on an angry run. Send him the scepter. We got.
Yeah. I remember last year in the NFL Awards when Kyle Brandt handed the scepter to Jim Brown, and he's like, he's too old to know what's going on. Edwards and Wilkerson again in the backfield. Scaglione again in motion. Looks like it's the same play, just on the weak side this time.
Oh, no.
It's that time.
A lot of miscommunications right now. As Morris is going to check in.
Yeah, that play not as successful as the previous one. Clock keeps running, 5:15 left.
No gain on the play.
So that's going to go down as a no gain. We still have plenty of time to go. Still a chance for Lake Howell to come out with points on this drive. Keep in mind, East River does get the ball coming out of half.
Yeah, they do.
But 5 minutes is plenty of time to formulate a drive for both of these offenses.
This time Edwards is alone in the backfield. Morris in motion, and he was the one that ends up getting the ball.
Oh, that should be the horse collar. There's the penalty.
And yep, this time they do end up throwing the flag on the play.
They're celebrating. They're going to turn around and see it's a penalty.
Number 99, Khalid Feliz.
Flag on the play.
And that's the second time getting called for a horse collar in a play where they didn't really need to bring him down by the horse collar.
Yeah, I mean, you really just need to make sure that he doesn't get that angle on you, and you can just force him right out.
Yeah. I mean, at least just hold on to him, let your teammates come help finish the tackle.
That's
it's just
penalty, 15 yards,
not a good, you're not playing with the best mindset right there if you're, constantly grabbing for the horse collar. I mean, we saw the one that could have been called a couple drives ago. But that's going to be an automatic first down and move the chains.
Here, Barhorst will and be under center, Johnson.
Scaglione in motion again. They've been running that a lot.
Edwards trying to go somewhere with it. He gets about 3 or 4.
Handoff number 3, Dylan Edwards.
Coming up at halftime, be sure to check out another performance from our
4-yard gain on the play.
Silver Regiment band.
Second down.
We still got plenty of football left before that.
Yeah, 4 minutes of football.
Silverhawks across the 50 now as the second down plays coming up. About how many first downs would you say they're away from Logan Calder field goal range?
I would say they're already there. He could drain a 60 right now if he wanted to.
Be interesting. We'll see.
Edwards will receive the handoff, and he's able to get some good room out of it. His helmet comes off, and that will be a flag on the play.
There's so much dirty laundry going on the floor. You would think it's a teenager's bedroom. Just so much dirty laundry.
My bedroom.
Yeah. Just so many penalties. Looks like this one's going to be on East River again. They pulled his helmet off.
Yeah, didn't really notice it, but yeah, his helmet definitely came off, and you never want that. Unless you take it off by yourself, that will be a penalty on your side. And yep, there you go.
There you go. That's a 15-yarder, and just like that, now I say for sure they're in Calder field goal range.
Lake Howell.
Yeah, absolutely. This one is about 35 yards out. 45 yards out. As, again, this time it's Morris and Wilkerson in the backfield.
Usually we see that Scaglione in motion. Right now he's lined up far out to the right. I wonder if they bring him in. Nope.
Wilkerson will receive the handoff. Good cut. Cutting in front of the defender.
Handoff number 33.
Malik Wilkerson. Last week I mistakenly called him Muhammad after the former Jet.
But you forgot that Muhammad Wilkerson was a felon.
Yeah, and you know, a grown NFL player, but that's
he hasn't played in like 4 or 5 years.
Yep, that is true.
There's, again, Morris and Wilkerson in the backfield. That one will go to Barhorst, who fakes it and didn't see what happened.
Believe he hauled it in. They're going to mark it a catch.
Yeah, that's a catch right there by, I believe that was number 8 to Corey Johnson.
Number 8 to Corey Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson right there with the...
Good for a Lake Howell first down.
Johnson's been leading this team in receiving yards and touchdowns all season.
Yeah, Johnson's been having a terrific season so far for the Silverhawks team, and that was a clutch play right there.
Absolutely. I mean,
it gets them that much closer to the end zone.
Yeah, it's keeping this drive alive, getting them, right there in striking range.
Barhorst will hand it off. That will be Morris, and he is stopped short.
There they go. Now they're about a yard. Let's see if they try their own little variation of the brotherly shove. Well, now they're about a couple yards.
Brotherly shove. That's a good one. Scaglione talking to the official right there. Looks like, I'm sure he's checking in. Yep. Yeah, he's good.
Here we go. This is a big play right here. Second and goal.
Barhorst. No, it will not get the snap. That will be Morris, who will push his way forward and just get pushed right backwards.
Oh, no. Now it's going to be third down.
For Shamar Morris, nowhere to go.
Big second down stop right there for the Falcons. That will
bring up third down and goal to go.
All right. Got under a minute to play in this first half, so this is going to be very interesting to see how they go. I mean, they have their timeouts left, so it's going to be interesting to see how it works out. This clock is still ticking. They have not decided to call the timeout yet. But they're not going to leave East River with any time, no matter what.
This time, Wilkerson is in a lone backfield. Barhorst set to pass, and he passes it. Touchdown, Silverhawks. That is number 18, Deshaun Fevers with the touchdown. He was wide open in the middle. Wide open, and Barhorst is able to hit him for 6.
Now we have 27.5 seconds left. Oh my goodness, the refs are just talking this one over. No, they're gonna kick the PAT. But
yep.
I mean, that was a great play. I mean, he had so much time back there. He was looking towards that left side. He had the tight end kind of out on that little out route. Instead, he found his wide open man. Fevers over the middle.
Yeah, he did. Nice job right there. It's a good play call scheme. I mean, Fevers was standing still even after he caught it. Nobody was around him to even touch him.
I mean, great job there, exploiting the zone, finding the open spot. He kind of just stood there. He had time to drop and do a couple push-ups without any defenders really noticing him.
Yeah, that will extend this with 27 seconds left. Currently a 13-7 ball game. Don't know what the officials are still discussing, but this means that more than likely the Silverhawks will enter the second half with a lead, awaiting this PAT right here by Calder, and then of course the Falcons getting the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very big thing to score right there, you know, because the Falcons will get the ball back in the second half no matter what. So you leave them with a little bit of time, not that much time to really create anything. I mean, it's possible. We've seen stranger things happen in this league and in this sport, but you know, with them getting the ball coming out of half, I mean, it's very important to take the lead right now.
Calder up and away, and it lands right through.
Oh.
They call it, they say that he
Extra point
shanked
is
it.
no good.
Yeah, he missed it.
13-7.
Very rare sight to see.
Yeah, definitely was not expecting to see a Calder miss on my list of things that I would see today.
No, that was not in the expectation list. Because now it's going to be a 6-point ball game. East River has a chance to take a lead with a touchdown PAT. Whether that comes now, whether that comes on their first drive of the second half, whether it comes at any point in this game.
Yeah, and rare miss right there by Calder, but we will see how this defense will respond to the recent touchdown.
27.5. You think it'll be enough time to get them anywhere close to getting points before half?
We'll see.
Yep,
we'll see. You're gonna need some good passing plays. I'll tell you that.
I think they have 2 of their 3 timeouts remaining.
Boiled peanuts, bratwurst with peppers, chicken wings. At halftime, get your food.
So here we go, 28 seconds
That's all on the visitor's side,
to
ladies
go
and gentlemen.
in this first half. See if Calder could boot this one away, if it will be returnable or not.
Calder will boot this one off, and it will be returned.
To Omar Alley.
Alley makes a man miss and then gets stuffed. Stuffed like it was Thanksgiving.
So now they have 20.3 seconds to go. On their own, looks like about to be 31, 32-yard line.
Yeah, right here.
You got to go about.
You really got to make sure that you don't let up any big plays.
Yeah.
That would just be demoralizing, especially since the missed PAT.
Yep.
You need to make sure that you do not go into the second half down when you had 20 seconds to be winning by halftime.
Yeah, you want to avoid, you know, of course, a turnover here. You don't want to, you know, you're fine with maybe taking a sack, tackle for loss, you'll be okay. A turnover, that's where it gets horrible, and that comes with a big risk of trying to drive down the field, you know, because you want those big plays with such little time to go in the half.
Billingsley will take the snap, dropping back. He gets that out to number 5, who has room to
shakes
work
it, man.
with.
There he goes.
Kellen Willis, who's going down the sideline. One man to beat. Kellen Willis will go all the way. One play touchdown. Not what we had in mind for what was about to happen right there.
Oh, not at all. That's Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Wow. Willis right there with a big play. And as I said before, you do not want to go into the second half losing, and that might just be what happened. What happens if they score the PAT right here? But again,
that's the thing. They get the ball coming out of half. They have a chance to strike and make it a reasonable lead.
That is a game-changing play right there.
Yeah, his head is literally throbbing right now.
Here will be number 1, Jackson White, to attempt the PAT.
But yeah, Kellen Willis has been one of the best players overall. We got a penalty. He's been one of the best players on this East River team all season. He leads them in receiving.
Penalty will be, not so sure. I believe they may have had too many men on the field.
Yeah, I want to drink my Gatorade.
That's very true. That might be the case.
Here will be, again, White to attempt the PAT off of the Willis touchdown. And the point after score is...
Ooh, bad snap. Blocked!
Blocked! Oh, so this will be a tie ball game more than likely going into halftime.
The kicker's down.
So that cancels out the missed PAT by Calder. It's essentially a 14-14 ball game.
Wow, very interesting how that works, how that played out.
Yeah, very, very weird sequence of events.
So yeah, now the Calder miss not important. But that touchdown was
and we will take it down to the sideline for V. V, take it away.
Hawks, here we are. We currently have a score of 13-13. It's a tie. Here we have
Joey Magaro.
And I'm here to ask him a few questions. How do you feel working under tension? Y'all have many penalties against you. Your coaches are cursing. Kids are crying. How do you feel under this tension?
We got to just keep working, keep pushing through the game. And it might be against us, but we just got to keep doing all we can to win.
And how do you stay motivated under all this pressure?
All my friends on the team, they motivate me to keep going, and I want to win for them.
All right, thank you so much, Joey. I hope you guys feel better. I'll see you guys in the next quarter. Toss it over to Matt and Richie.
Thank you so much, V. And now we'll see what this Silverhawks special teams unit can do. They can assume that they're going to try their best to avoid getting the ball in Wilkerson or Edwards' hands. Especially Edwards, he is so shifty.
Very. I mean, he's taking kick returns, punt returns, handoffs, pitches, catches. Just get the ball to him. He'll do his thing with it.
And it will be returnable for Edwards. Edwards going to see what he could do with it. He doesn't have that much room to work with.
No way.
Goes forward.
No way.
Edwards
No way.
having space. Dylan Edwards, one man to beat. Will he make it?
Oh,
no, he does not make
man.
it. Regardless, that was a big return by Edwards. Great, still a great return. Unfortunately, it will not matter as we will enter the second half with a 1-3-1-3 ball game here at Richard L. Evans Field, Winter Park, Florida, Lake Howell High School.
What a first half. I mean, what an end to that first half. That, the rest of the first quarter and kind of beginning in middle of the second quarter was pretty, low scoring. Not that much offense happening. And then just 13 points out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden in the last 5 minutes, touchdowns galore. Just wouldn't stop.
Silverhawks offense coming to play. I mean, as has East Rivers. It took them only 2 plays right there to score before half. And then Dylan Edwards almost just took one to the house, which would have been huge.
Yeah, Edwards, has he had a single bad return this season?
I can't think.
I can't remember the last time I saw one. I really can't.
Well, stay tuned. We got a Silver Regiment performance coming up.
Taking the field at this time is the pride of East River High, the East River High School Falcon Vanguard. The band is under the direction of Alan J. Venizio. The Associate Director and Visual Designer is Scott Friedberg.
East River's putting
Leading
on a
the band in performance
too,
tonight are
but I
drum
think our
majors
band is
Mia
better.
Rodriguez and Adam Wright. The band colonel is Alan Venizio Jr. The lieutenant colonel is Jaden Stork. Section captains are Caden Nestle, Nicholas Ramos, Samantha Fernandez, and Charles Brown Jr. The color guard captains are Leanne Quach and Autumn Venizio, and the first lieutenant is Kyle Clark. Tonight the band will be performing their 2023 competition show entitled A New York State of Mind. Musical selections include Auld Lang Syne, New York, New York, On Broadway, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and Billy Joel's New York State of Mind. Drum majors, is your band ready?
Welcome to New Year's Rockin' Eve 2024 from Times Square in New York City. I'm your host, Ryan Seacrest. This year's festivities will feature the East River High School Falcon Vanguard from Orlando, Florida. We're all going to count it down together. Look around. Find somebody you love. We're almost at 10 seconds till the new year. Get ready to count. Welcome to New Year's Rockin' Eve 2024 from Times Square in New York City. I'm your host, Ryan Seacrest. This year's festivities will feature the East River High School Falcon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the pride of the Silverhawks, your very own Lake Howell Silver Regiment. The Silver Regiment is accompanied this evening by the music students of South Seminole Academy, Tuscaloosa Middle School, and Millwee Middle School. Presenting tonight's musical feature, Land of a Thousand Dances. The South Seminole Academy Band is under the direction of Mr. Caleb Daniels. The Tuscaloosa Middle School Band is under the direction of Mr. Kyle Halpin. Be sure to stay after the game to see your Lake Howell Silver Regiment presenting their 2023 competition program, Shiver. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to the Lake Howell Silver Regiment. Featuring the music students of South Seminole Academy, Tuscaloosa Middle School, and Millwee Middle School bands. As a reminder, please stay after the game to see your Lake Howell Silver Regiment presenting their 2023 competition program, Shiver.
gotta feed the streets. That pussy gon' bleed the streets. Ski mask on my face, I know you gotta cheat. They stay ahead in this jar. Drink so black as liquor. Street life, I have been catching up to God for law. AK-40 to your lip off. Make the chopper bang on you like a blood or a cripper. So much bread, I'm a chimney. Spending so much money off of dummies, I'm Mr. Body Catcher, Slaughter Gang Soul Snatcher. Ain't no regular F-150, it's a rapper. No capper, street, not a rapper. Chopper hit him and he turned into a booty clapper. Sneaking Westin, a full air gang reppin'. We done baptized in the damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Richard L. Evans Field, Winter Park, Florida, Lake Howell High School. Richie, very, very exciting first half, especially those last 2 minutes. Break us through what happened.
Well, I mean, those last 2 minutes, it started off with a game-tying touchdown drive from Pine Ridge. They were able to score, get that momentum on their side, and then Lake Howell, we were able to answer back with a touchdown of our own, a passing touchdown to Deshaun Fevers. And then, with 27 seconds left in the half, they took forgetting their name right now. The Falcons took a big touchdown to the house, tied the game. They missed the PAT, and then we almost had a touchdown to close it out. But,
yeah, we did.
You know, the Falcons are going to get the ball to start this second half.
Yeah, absolutely. You should be very excited for the second half because the way that first half ended, if we're going to get any more of that in this second half, we're in for a really good game, folks. Stay tuned.
Absolutely. Fireworks-filled football. I mean, we're getting to see the Silverhawks defense out here first, a defense that showed a lot of promise in that first half, and we can expect to see them out here trying to make some more plays, force some more turnovers.
Absolutely.
We are set to get ready for kickoff. I mean, a big story of that first half had to have been the penalties. That was over 175 yards of total penalties for Lake Howell in that first half, which is, you know, a crazy amount.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we will send it down to V. Apparently V could not get to us. Yeah, some technical difficulties.
13-13 to start the third quarter.
We apologize. Now
Lake Howell to kick off.
Calder will kick off this second half of football.
Oh.
Ball goes
my God.
behind the returner as he will pick it up and just try to make the most out of it. And he's taken down by number 2, Austin Acker. That is an ideal start for special teams.
Absolutely. I mean, you catch. It was a good kick. It bounced. It looked like he was going to pick it up and be able to take it for a couple yards. Slips right through his hands. And Austin Acker, as well as some other gray jerseys, were able to blow it up before you even got a chance to turn it upfield.
Yeah, Acker. He just got in there real quick.
Take a look at this strong, you know, Lake Howell defensive unit. They came out firing in that first half. They only gave up 6 points until that final 2 minutes final 6 minutes when East River was able to get the touchdown.
There's a snap. It will be handed off to Sierra, who gets almost flipped over.
Handoff to number 4.
This run defense from both squads had been a little shaky, kind of towards the end. Of course, East River gave up those big rushing plays. It's that misdirection, I believe, plays a big part in throwing the defense off.
Yeah, it does. And here's Sierra again, getting some good yardage there.
Number 4,
looks like he is just short
East River
of the
first down.
Nope, he got the first down. Sierra been having a good game so far. He's been making good runs.
That's true. That one will move the chains for the Falcons.
Here's another run right there. Sierra having a hard time taking him down as he will get close to the marker. Don't think they're going to give it to him. It will be a... Nope, no, they give it to him. It's another first down run by Sierra.
That's that spurts of energy, that kind of running that Dylan Edwards has. You know, the second he gets the ball, he's 100%. That's how Sierra's been running the football today.
Yeah, it has. And that will be a set run for Billingsley.
Quarterback sneak, William
Will
Billingsley.
be a 5-yard gain.
Good for 8 yards.
8-yard gain. Excuse me.
Second down, 2 to go.
Second down and short coming up. I mean, Sierra's been a power back. I mean, he's got the speed, but he's able to bounce off of tackles and keep pushing, as we see here.
Yeah, once again. Yeah, they've only ran the ball on this play with Sierra and then the one with Billingsley.
Sierra, good for another East River
You can tell
first
that
down.
that's their game plan, to run the ball right down their throat.
Absolutely. I mean, the passing has not really been too evident tonight. Either teams haven't really been utilizing the pass. I mean, we did have a passing touchdown for the Silverhawks earlier, but that was about it.
Sierra finds an open lane again. That gives him about 5.
So this will bring up another second down for Pine Ridge. Pine Ridge usually, when they're able to pick up the first down on the second or third plays, and they have those demoralizing drives for Lake Howell, kind of when it looks like you got them stopped, and then they push forward for about a good 5, 6, 7-yard gain. Low snap there.
Sierra once again with the carry. They just keep feeding the beast.
If you're Lake Howell, you have to start to come up with something different. Start stacking the box maybe. Don't let him get these lanes, because once he gets through, you know, that front 7, he's got a good 6, 7 yards after contact.
Yeah, he's a very efficient runner.
And it's showing him, and he's got East River. He had the East River touchdown earlier.
Another snap. That one, not the biggest run, but he does get the first down.
Handoff again, Xavier Sierra, number 4.
So yeah, that's enough to move the chains.
First down mark.
No passes on this drive so far. Really tells you this offense has found a weakness in this defense, and they're trying their best to exploit it.
Absolutely. And if you're the defense, you have to understand that these plays are getting repetitive. It's going to be the same exact run, either from the left or from the right.
And there it is again. This time it is not Sierra. That is number 19 on the run. Gene Darius. Yeah, Darius gotten about 3 carries in this game.
Yeah, because as of right now, it's been the Sierra show on the ground.
Yeah, it has. Another snap, Darius.
Blown up.
That one not as successful as the other ones. That is Chase Redmond with the tackle.
Handoff to number 18, nowhere to go. Brought down.
And it's interesting to see that they're not going to mix in the pass plays. Now it's the third down. Now if you're going to pass on this drive, it's going to be here. But the runs, I mean, they've picked up, you know, a good 10, 11 yards for certain runs. And this might be the situation where if it's not broke, don't fix it. Keep running the football. But I feel like we're going to see a pass play here.
And shout out to Redmond, ending the trend. Here we go, and that is a pass, and he will, he was close. That's
Preston
number 15,
Beard.
Preston Beard.
Pass to number 15.
Yeah, that moves the
Preston
chains. That is a
Beard.
good play call right there.
It's going to be good for another East River first down.
So their only pass play of the drive, and it's, you know, a very small play. They don't really look down the field too much, and they get a good chunk yards, and they'll get the first down on that one.
Yeah, this offense has looked very good entering the second half of football, as we have 2 men in motion. That will be Willis and Kabankia. That will be a handoff to Darius, who gets stuffed by Redmond. Yep, absolutely smashed that man. And he will be taken down.
So now we have a second down play coming up for East River. East River's done a solid job. I mean, solid. This has been their best drive.
Second down, 8
You know, statistically, it's long. It's taking time off the clock. You're getting results. You don't have to pass the ball, and when you do, it's working. And it's just going to start to drain so much time off of this clock. I mean, we still have plenty of time to go in this game. We're in the third quarter only. But in a tie game, you got to try not to let it break your spirit for the Silverhawks.
There's Sierra back in the game.
Eddie Almonte has been one of our best tacklers all season. He's credited with the tackle there, but he wasn't able to push him back, drive him back. I mean, that was all Sierra. Sierra loves the contact. He's such a fast guy, but such a power back at the same time.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, new quarterback is in for the Falcons. That's Justin Tohoy.
6'2" senior.
And there is another carry. Yeah, it's all been run.
And I don't think he got it. That's going to be a 3rd down stop for the Silverhawks. But it's very close. I mean, going for it seems like a no-brainer right here. They're not even pulling him back to the sideline to discuss it. They're full throttle going to go for it here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it.
Got to wonder how close they are. If they did try the quarterback sneak earlier, I think they
got about 3 yards that they need to get here.
Yeah, oh, we got a timeout called.
Yeah.
It's on the Silverhawks.
Yeah, wow. Not the opening drive that Silverhawks fans expected, seeing this offense get their way and move their way downfield.
Absolutely, but they have a big chance to show that they're a bend but don't break kind of defense, because if they do end up going for it and they get to stop here, because it's a long 2 yards, Silverhawks might be able to stuff and get the ball back and still be a tie game, not be down, and that'd be very big for them.
Yeah, it absolutely would. They really need to get a big stop here. If they are going for it, then they do need to make sure they get a stop, because that would be the ideal.
Number 1, Jackson White, the kicker, is coming out on the field, and it looks like they're going to attempt a field goal.
Yep, field goal attempt.
He had one of his PAT attempts blocked earlier.
Let's see how this one goes.
This kick is up, and it is. I believe his
kick is
good.
Good. Kick is good.
Jackson White field goal.
That one looked like it shifted to the right a little bit.
16-13.
See right there, you had the dancers on the East River side. Shout out to them.
And now East River has their first lead of the ballgame.
Now we will see how the Silverhawks respond. This is a crucial drive.
I mean, absolutely. If this offense could bring the pace, bring the energy that they had on their last time out, then they're going to be in a good position. But right now, you have to match or even go more intense than what East River just put out there. But this is an offense that can. So many different firework players that could just change the momentum of things. Just like that.
Yeah. And despite being down by 3, these fans still having a good time. Sweet Caroline.
Oh, as always.
By Neil Diamond.
Pink out night here at Lake Howell. But now I feel like if you're on that East River sideline, you got to tell your kicker, we're not kicking it directly towards number 3. Number 3 cannot touch this kick, because multiple returns today that have changed so much for the Silverhawks offense.
As you were saying before, we don't remember the last time he had a bad return.
Yeah. I mean, I can't think of one. Anytime I think of the ball in his hands on a return, he's, at least 20 yards. He gets a pop from the crowd every single time he touches the football on a return.
That is up and away. This one looks returnable. Edwards will get it. No, that's actually Wilkerson that will get it. Wilkerson finding some space. Wilkerson! He's got a couple men to beat. Wilkerson, he's got blockers. He's got numbers. Malik Wilkerson will take it. 95 yards for the touchdown. Wilkerson, big time play.
Oh, there's a penalty on the field.
No, there's a penalty on the play.
You gotta be joking.
Again, penalties have
touchdown, but there
been
is
a deciding factor of this game.
Yeah,
we will see it. That is coming back. That is the second touchdown of the day that's being called back by a penalty. That has been a crucial mishap for the Silverhawks team.
At halftime, I was talking to a member of the Silverhawks staff. He said he's told his team, we have to stop with the penalties. They're getting, they're getting crucial at this point. They're calling back big plays. Right here, they call back a huge touchdown. It looks like it's a block in the back.
Yeah, and that was
That's
all the
horrible.
way back at the 30.
You got to know, you can't block in the back. You know, that's the second time they've been called for that. On the, I believe it was the Scaglione play. It's either the Scaglione touchdown or the big Dylan Edwards run on the same drive.
Maybe both.
One of those penalties was a block in the back.
Yeah,
Gonna
I
bring a
mean,
first down all the way back.
outside of that Edwards touchdown run in the first quarter, their biggest offensive plays of the game have been called back.
Yeah, and if not, they've been aided by penalties from, East Riverside.
And we'll see how the offense will respond to that, as that will be a handoff. Oh boy, Barhorse was able to escape that.
Got a couple.
Good job by Barhorst, improvising.
Handoff to number 15, Preston Beard. Decent gain on the play. That'll bring up second down and short.
So Barhorst took that run for about a couple. It's going to be second down.
Barhorst awaiting the snap after the good run. Got two men in the backfield. That will be Johnson, and it will be Edwards. Hands it off to Edwards. Johnson is blocking for him, and he gets stuffed. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. That will be a third down. And short, but it does move back.
I think
Loss of one.
I think they have to trust Barhorst to make a pass right here. To make a pass down the field, get the yards, because, I mean, if you don't trust him, then why leave him in the game?
Because you need a quarterback in the game.
Yeah, but you have multiple quarterbacks on the roster who can, push the ball downfield. So I think they trust Barhorst enough. And I mean, you have to run a pass play right here. The running on this drive hasn't really worked.
Small sample size, but we will see what the play call will be. Again, Johnson lining up as fullback. This will be play action. Barhorst to Johnson, who has room to run. Johnson with even more room to run. Johnson, he's still going. Corey Johnson breaks free. 70-yard touchdown.
I don't see a flag.
Corey Johnson, is there any yellow on the field? No.
I don't see any flag.
Yellow.
They count.
No yellow. Corey Johnson brings it in for 6. Number 8. What a big-time play.
I mean, that's why you got to trust Barhorst. That was a beautiful play. Rolling out past it. Johnson was way past the first down when he caught it. And at that point, it was him and his speed. And he was able to get past, break a couple tackles. And just like that, the Silverhawks are back on top. This is a good back-and-forth football game.
Yeah, this has been beautiful so far. Silverhawks were able to hold them to 3 last drive, but they're like, nah, now we're going to get 6 of our own and double what you just got.
Crucial PAT here to make it a 4-point game.
Kick is up, and it is good by Logan Calder, the automatic kicker for the Silverhawks special teams.
Yeah, so now this kind of puts East River in a position where you got to score a touchdown if you want to lead.
Speaking of special teams, the New England Patriots play the Miami Dolphins.
That is, Patriots are a real special team this year.
Yeah, they are special. They just beat Buffalo last week.
That is true.
And they also got shut out by the Saints.
Yeah.
They got shut out by Derek Carr, who looks like Sid from Toy Story.
He's playing like him, too. He's playing weird football right now.
He really is. I don't know. He should be investigated because that's Chris Olave is the second receiver that got arrested for speeding playing next to Derek Carr. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
I think they're just racing to get home from practice. Like, I can't have any second closer to this man because he can't throw a football to save his life.
Yeah, exactly. And he's still under contract for 3 more years.
That's not what you want to hear if you're a Saints fan. It's not good at all.
Never met a Saints fan, so.
I don't think I know it. I had my 4th grade teacher was a Saints fan, but she was a.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, she was a nag, so now I have a bad reputation for their fans.
It's a 20-6 ball game here at Richard L. Evans Field. Lake Howell High School, as Calder is going to look to kick it off. As Hotel Lobby is playing here in our bleachers.
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Speaking of a takeoff, what a kick.
What an absolute beauty. That one took off.
Yeah, it did.
East River's ball, first down.
Comes the
Speaking of taking off, Chris Olave's car.
Absolutely, that car took off. Oh, man.
And speaking of Chris Olave, we have some fast players on the field.
Oh, absolutely. You know what's interesting? We haven't seen Dylan Edwards play defense. We saw him play defense in the first 2 games of the season. Play back there as a DB. He has not taken any snaps on the defensive side, which, you know, mainly prioritizing him as a runner.
Well, also, I think the fact that he was banged up earlier on in the season,
yeah,
you do kind of want to reserve him for what he's best at.
Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense. I mean, the crowd is definitely into it now. Late in the third.
There's the snap, and once again, Sierra fighting for extra yards. He is a difficult man to take down. He's just got so much mass. And there goes the baby powder. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, it is a tradition here at Richard L. Evans Field. Every single game that we throw up baby powder as the snap is in, and Sierra will get about 2.
I don't know if this is a mistake or if he's just that versatile of an athlete, but Xavier Serra is marked as a linebacker on the depth chart.
He could probably play both.
Probably. He's a big hockey runny guy. That made no sense.
A hockey?
Like a hulky. The word's
bulky.
Bulky there. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I can see why you didn't like your 4th grade teacher, because you weren't really paying attention in that class too much.
She just couldn't teach. Yeah.
That pass is complete to number 15.
Almonte blew it up.
Yeah, that's Preston Beard.
Beard is down on the play.
Number 15, Preston Beard.
And Beard is down on the field.
Helmet off.
Not a good sign. And we'll get team doctors over there to check him out. There on the screen, you can see number 2, Austin Acker. He has 3 interceptions on the season and having a terrific year so far.
Well, I mean, if you look at that tackle that Almonte made, it looked like he had his hand on the ball. It looked like that ball was about to come out. So maybe, you know, Beard landed on the football. It looks like he's cramping right now. They're pushing on that leg. I thought he landed on the ball, like on his stomach, and knocked his wind out. Because how weird, like, he fell. Because he only had one arm on the ball, kind of like wrapped around it. Great tackle there by Eddie Almonte.
Yeah, Almonte is a tackling machine.
I mean, he's been racking in so many great plays. Him and Acker are such a great dynamic out there in that backfield and that secondary.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They really just go hand in hand with Acker being a ball hawk and then Almonte being the one doing the dirty work with the, you know, racking up in there for the tackles.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they play off of each other, and that's really well and plays part to such a good secondary that Lake Howell has.
There you can see number 3, Dylan Edwards on the screen, who has a touchdown in this game. As Beard is up. He's walking with no help, so he's all right. That's good. Good to know.
Expect to see him back in the game pretty soon. He's been a vital part to their offense. They've run that screenplay with him twice now. One of them was on a 3rd down conversion. It's an interesting little play because he's short. And he plays in the slot almost, and it looks like the pass is going to go outside. Up. That Kodak is what it takes to get the crowd going here. Oh, bad snap.
That's a fumble, and that will be Sierra.
That was a 4th down play.
Oh, boy.
So out come the Silverhawks offense. Wow.
Wow, ugh. Don't know what the miscommunication was there. I mean, Billingsley was clapping like if he was awaiting the snap, but I bet that was meant to actually just make the Silverhawks jump and get them off sides.
Yeah, I don't think they were supposed to snap that ball. That's
yeah.
Now that's rough because now look at where Lake Howell, a dynamic offense, gets the football. Because a touchdown here makes it a 2-possession game. A field goal here makes it a touchdown game.
Yeah, that is just a great play right there by the Silverhawks, making sure that they don't make something out of nothing. But here they are, already in field goal range. Great place to start.
Absolutely. We'll see how this offense can benefit.
Or wait a minute. No. Yes. No, yes. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart.
You're all right. You're all right. We're here debating yourself. Let's see.
Have you ever thought about, like, if they were to play 6ix9ine music but clean, it would just be dead silent?
Yeah, it'd probably just be the instrumental. I can't imagine me.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
But wouldn't be worth playing. That's why I never hear him at sports events.
I mean, hate him all you want. His music is enough to get your team going.
Yeah. I mean, don't tell him that I just dissed him, though, because he's a snitch.
That is true. He'll take it straight to the federal government.
Okay, here we have the Silverhawk offense discussing how they're going to respond to this great field position.
Yeah, I mean, if you mess up in this field position, then it's going to go a long way, but this is going to be a mistake that could be crucial to this game for...
Yeah, this offense has looked very good so far. They've scored through the air in the red zone. They've scored through the air and simply run after catch with the courtesy of DeCorey Johnson.
Yep.
And then, of course, you got the big play by Dylan Edwards. Seems like that happens almost every single week. He's just such an explosive, fast running back.
Always. It's so dynamic, too. I mean, he's a threat in the receiving game, too. They just don't really give him that chance to, allow him to get out there. But when he's out there running those, those little wheel routes and those little curls, he's a threat.
Yeah, he is a threat. He always has been ever since the beginning of this season. He's just been on another level, making big-time plays.
Austin Hacker is coming out on the field. Is this not? This is interesting.
Not so sure what they were discussing there on the sidelines, but it looks like, yes, the offense will take the field.
Okay, a lot of confusion. Okay, Acker's coming off. That threw me off a little bit, but it will be Silverhawks football. I guess they were just debating where to spot it.
Yeah, I mean,
Cotton Eye Joe, looking at the fans getting into it here. Don't know if you see us.
Nobody's doing the Cotton Eye Joe.
No one's doing it at all.
That's funny because at Winter Springs, everybody was doing it. Everybody knew it.
Yeah, that's Winter Spring folk for you.
Yep. Barhorse will take the snap, hand it off to Johnson, who is met immediately by number 98, Nathan Matos.
Handoff.
Yeah, it looked like
Johnson,
to be another miscommunication play. It looked like Barhorse wanted to pull it back completely. He didn't know. It looks like he was running an option play. It just really hasn't been working. They have to work that out because it could cost them, field position. It could cost them yards.
Yeah, I never know what the cost could be.
Absolutely. I mean, it's always a crucial thing to play sloppy football. Shamar Morris lined up one-on-one on that left side.
Barhorst will hand it off to Edwards, who has room to run. Johnson with the block. Edwards will try to push his way forward for the first down, and we'll see what the ruling on the field is.
That second effort could have got it for him.
Possibly.
Does not look like they're moving the chains.
He was short.
Very short. I mean, yeah, it's right there.
And short.
Right there. Oh, so close.
I would expect a run up the middle from DeCorey Johnson. He's kind of been playing the fullback in this game.
Yeah,
lining up the lead blocker on those runs.
Yeah, he has. He's been playing a lot of different roles. Looks like there's a official's timeout as when Edwards rolled out of bounds. It looks like the marker got damaged, and they're fixing that. Teams will take advantage of that and talk it over with their teams while this issue gets fixed.
Yeah.
As you can see right there, it was just in the top left corner of your screen. Here we get a closer look at the Silverhawks sideline. And there we have a good look at the field. And then back to the Silverhawks sideline.
Beautiful night we got for some football right now. It's a close game, under a minute in this third quarter. Silverhawks faced with a third down and short.
Takes the snap, rolls out right. Barhorst stepping up in the pocket. He will take it himself. Luke Barhorst gets hit low by number 7, Christian Cuffey.
Enough for the first down. That was a good play. I didn't know if that was a design run. He runs those bootlegs a lot where it looks like he's going to take off and he stops and he throws. That's how they had that Corey Johnson touchdown. And it looked like he was going to stop and throw. Instead, he kept that momentum swinging the whole play. Was able to pick up the first down. Got close to the end zone. Thought he was going to shake back in. Good tackle there from Cuffey. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
We got under coming up on 30 seconds to go in this third quarter.
It's first down.
Coach Lowe is mad there on the sideline.
Edwards will get the carry, and Dylan Edwards is in. Touchdown, DE3. Dylan Edwards punching it in on the goal line.
That's a big one. That just makes it a 2-possession game with 12 minutes to play in this game.
Yeah, that's a big-time play on the goal line for the Silverhawks team. 26-16 awaiting the PAT by Calder, who has been automatic all season. Edwards now has 2 touchdowns on the day.
3 yards by Dylan.
Up over the 100-yard mark for
2 touchdowns.
Second time, more than second time this season, I'm saying, back-to-back games, over 100 yards.
There he is holding the kick, and he will take off for 2, and he will be in. Dylan Edwards, 2 touchdowns on 103 rushing yards, and he has a 2-point conversion. That is a total of 14 points scored by Dylan Edwards today.
I mean, we knew to expect a big performance from him. He absolutely shows up every single time. He's the player to watch for this Silverhawks team.
And you know what? That 2-point conversion, that makes up for the missed PAT by Calder.
Yes, it does. Makes it a 12-point game now, too.
Yeah, it does. Makes it that much more out of reach as we are about to enter the fourth quarter. Only 10.7 seconds left.
Man, this is... You gotta think what East River is thinking to themselves right now. If they didn't have that miscommunication, they would have punted it away, and Lake Howell would have had, worse starting field position. Would this even be the situation? But now you got to take a look at your center, who's been playing, not a bad game, but a shaky game all night. Low snaps, snaps that went through the quarterback's hands. That time, he wasn't even expecting it.
Yeah, really, bad snaps. Takes just a half a second to pick the ball back up. That half a second, you could look up, and there could be an opposing defensive lineman just all up in your face, and you just need to take his load.
Yep. Yeah, that's just a shaky situation to be in, especially when it's been happening all game. The miscommunications from both squads. The Silverhawks are able to score on their last drive.
That will be taken back as a touchback.
10 seconds left in the third quarter. East River ball.
East River will take back over. As 70 yards to go. Let's see what this Silverhawks defense can stir up here, but more importantly, what will the Falcons offense do? They were able to move the ball last time, but they only got 3 points out of it.
That is true. I mean, this is a big drive where points are a must, and it can't be a field goal either. A field goal only keeps it a 2-possession game. So you need a touchdown right here. And it's desperate, because we're about to enter the fourth quarter of play. Rolling out. That pass is intercepted!
Intercepted! Number 6! Oh my goodness, what a play! Daniel Burson with the one-handed pick! What a play!
Oh man, the Silverhawks are getting ready to run it up here. As for East River on the final play of the third quarter, that's got to be the most demoralizing thing you could have happen right now.
Yeah, it really is.
Daniel Burson on the interception.
I mean, I know that feeling when your team's trying to come back in a close game and you throw a devastating pick. and just that feeling where your heart drops, like, ah. It's horrible. Silverhawks
All right.
are getting set to take over. Good field position, back-to-back drives. Their offense gets to start inside the red zone.
We're going to send it down to V with a special sideline report. V, what do you got for us?
Hey guys, currently we are Silverhawks 28 and Falcons 16. It's a pretty tight line. In the beginning of the game, there was a touchdown scored by Dylan Edwards. I interviewed him, I got a quote. He said, "I thought it was going pretty good, and it ain't going too good." After this interview, a touchdown was scored, and it kept everybody on the edge of their seats and got them back to motivation. A quote from Zach Howell says, oh my God, says that he was pretty emotional because it was the King, Decory Johnson, who scored that touchdown. Now everybody's so excited, everybody's all excited, wrapping up, everybody's having so much fun. It's so exciting up in here. I'm jumping up in my seats, everybody's happy. They probably just scored another point, and it just keeps on going. Thank you, I'll take it back to Matt and Richie.
Thank you so much, V. Barhorse will take the snap. It will be 2 flag on the play. That is number 18.
Fevers.
Yeah, Fevers in for the touchdown. We'll see what the call on the flag will be. It looks like it will be on the Silverhawks. Still waiting to see what the call will be as
they're putting the ball back.
Yeah, officials talking to the Falcons sideline. Yep. So looks like it will go back in there. We do have an injury on the field.
It was an interesting play call though. I liked it. It was able to get them there unless the flag was for holding. But no, this is going to be a very interesting play call coming up. It sucks when you have a big play that gets called back for a flag like that. Especially
yeah, it really
if it's
does.
creative, because it's almost like you're showing your hand, you know? It's like you let the defense see what you have planned up. And if Lake Howell could pull out a whole bunch of, trick plays through the motion.
Yeah, they got a lot of trickery in that playbook.
And they've been working all night.
Yeah,
see the injured Falcon is.
That's number 9. That'll be Steven Batista. He plays defensive end, fullback, and tight end, the senior, 6'2", 215.
Michael Jackson Thriller playing. We got a thriller going down here at Richard L. Evans.
We really do.
There's Barhorst in the offense. And it's interesting to see him play almost what looks like he's going to play the full 4 quarters. We haven't seen a Silverhawks quarterback do that all season.
If they have a comfortable lead, I bet they'll pull him by 4th quarter. As Barhorst, oh man, he had a wide open Scaglione, but just overthrew him.
Yeah, if that pass was just a little bit short, just a little bit lower, would have been a touchdown.
Yep. Yeah, that close to making this game even more out of reach, and quite possibly that could have been the dagger. Good news is you still got a couple more chances. It's only 2nd down.
Absolutely. Let's see how the Silverhawks respond. Edwards in the backfield. They've got Decory Johnson playing fullback.
There's the snap. Barhorst fakes the handoff, takes off with it. Barhorst, he has room. Barhorst is in for the touchdown. What a run by number 15, Luke Barhorst. Oh my goodness, he just stayed on his feet. That boy's got wheels.
Oh, he's got some speed to him too. I didn't know he had it like that. What a run by Barhorst.
Luke Barhorst.
Vision from him.
What a play. And the PA guy makes sure to clarify that there is no flags on the play. That is clean.
So this went from a really close game to where Lake Howell was trailing.
Yeah, great
after
resilience
the first drive at halftime.
You know, it does kind of hurt your spirit going into halftime, and you're within shouting distance of a team that you should be blowing out. And they've come out here and they've been as resilient as ever against a team that was very much competing here in the first half. And now here we are, and they're down by 19 points.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Lake Howell team that we've been seeing all season. This is the team, this is the offense that can turn it up whenever. And credit to their defense. The interception, you know, the fourth down stop, whether it was a bad snap or not, I mean, they were still on their P's and Q's this entire game, especially in the second half.
Yeah, it has. Great run right there by Barhorst.
Yeah, that was beautiful by Luke being able to cut it inside, bounce it outside.
Yeah, call him Vanilla Vic.
Quite speedy with it, that one. So we've seen crazier comebacks happen in the sport of football. Down 19 points, 12 minutes to go. Do you think that East River has a chance to make this one interesting again?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how resilient this group is, because we've definitely seen how resilient the Silverhawks team has been.
Absolutely. To think they came into the second half trailing. Now look at them.
Kick is up by Calder, and the return.
Oh, he's got space. Oh my gosh!
What a tackle by number 8, Corey Johnson, with a touchdown in this game, and now a big tackle on special teams. Good way to stop him right there
Johnson
at the 35.
Told him, who do you think you are running on my field?
Yeah, exactly. Get down.
Boom. He's laying down the heat.
Laying the wood.
As Gus Johnson once said, you know, you're having a barbecue back there and did not invite me?
Exactly.
Hurt my feelings. He's laying down the heat right there. Big hit by Johnson.
Yeah, now we'll see what this offense for the Falcons will be able to do. You know, this is almost reminding me of the Super Bowl, seeing the Falcons choke.
That is
now,
true.
of course, it's not on as big as a stage, and the score was much more lopsided in the game that I'm referring to. As there we have a screen pass. Good first down play right there for number 5, Kellen Willis, who has a touchdown in this game. He had the big play at the end of the first half. That was the last time this Falcons team had anything good going for them.
Absolutely. I mean, and you look at Willis, he's been one of their best players all season. I mean, this is an offense that lacks a lot of those bright spots. He has been the one that continues to shine through, and he's had himself a solid performance tonight.
That's a stop right there.
Redmond led the surge.
Xavier Sierra, nowhere to go, brought down. No gain on the play.
Yeah, no gain. So gets absolutely nowhere.
So now we have a second down coming up. This clock ticking away. Precious time. I mean, there's still, 10 minutes, but you have to think, got to start playing with that sense of urgency. You're down so many scores. He held on to that. What a catch. Tanner Douglas pulled that in. 6'4", 250.
Pass by Justin Tui to number 0, Tanner Douglas. That is good for a East River first down.
Here we go after the first down pickup. This East River offense getting set to work. This is another run to the outside to Sierra.
Yeah, Sierra getting some good yardage out of that one. It's about 5.
4, Xavier Sierra around to the corner for a gain of about 6.
This one far from over. But if the Silverhawks are able to hold on and win this game, they'll move to 6-3 on the year with one more game. Their homecoming game, their senior night against Mount Dora.
Deep shot right there. Overthrew it.
Incomplete, no flags.
Xavier Tui too deep. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4 to go.
band playing some of that Beyonce. Do you think the band motivates the team? Like they listen to it while they're...
Well, I'll say this. The band, at my old school, we didn't have a band. Our team wasn't good. Here, seems to be the exact opposite. I'm just saying.
And not only do we have a band, we have one of the best bands.
Best in the nation. Deep pass there. Good job right there by Acker and
Pass number 13,
and
Justin
Williams.
Toohey. Broken up, no flags on the play. That'll
Good
bring
job.
up 4th down.
There was no penalties on that one. So now we got a 4th down play coming up. East River's last 4th down, they did not convert. And looks like they had enough to get it on that one.
On the play, number 4, Xavier Sierra. Looks to be short of the line to gain. Lake Howell will take over on the 36. First down, Lake Howell.
Silverhawks will get the first down. As this game is becoming more and more out of reach. 35-16 ball game. Really just not the second half that the Falcons were anticipating. They thought they were going to at least compete in this game. Now it bearing any major setbacks from the Silverhawks. We'll see if they that disappointment will remain.
So they did not pick up the 4th down conversion.
Barhorst rolling out left, and throw on the run is a little bit too low for number 18, Deshaun Fevers.
Pass incomplete.
Now Barhorst hasn't had the best game, but I mean he's made up for his mistakes. 2 passing touchdowns, 1 on the ground, and he's making it count. Big 3rd down conversions for Barhorst.
I think he's had a good game. I know he has 2 interceptions, but I don't think a game is defined by your mistakes. A game is defined by how you respond to those mistakes.
Absolutely. I think the quarterback performance, you throw 2 picks, that's always going to be ugly on the stat sheet, but what counts most is the W. Did you get the W? Yes.
He did get the W.
On the way to getting the W.
But he also did play very well in the second half.
Yeah.
He worked on those mistakes. You could tell that he's being more conservative in the pocket. He's not forcing things. He's not being as trigger happy as he was in that first half.
And to keep him in for all 4 quarters, I mean, this is the only quarterback they trust to do that.
Yeah,
And
it really is.
He's paying off. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
It's just a complete team effort. This is a good example of a well-rounded team coming to play, and they're balling in every aspect of the game. Offense has played amazing. Defense has made a lot of plays. Special teams, setting up big possessions.
Yeah, it really has.
We have a cool night here. So if the Silverhawks are able to close this one out, take this win, they'll move to 6-3. Home game next week, Mount Dora. That one could be it. That could be the deciding factor. You win, you're in. Where, I mean, there are other results in the other games this week. This game will depend
handoff
on.
to Morris. Morris cutting back, still on his feet, and he gets stopped after making a few men miss.
You got a flag,
Flags on
multiple
the play.
flags.
Carried by Dylan Edwards, brought down hard. Flags on the play.
Looks like we're going to have 15 yards added to that. These personal fouls are starting to add up. I mean, Lake Howell was penalized heavily in this game, but so has been the same case for East River.
The officials discussing the flags that were thrown out of the hand of the official. There you see Coach Warnzano.
Yeah, he's not happy with all these penalties tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that the Silverhawks are going to need to improve on from this game, it's the penalties.
Oh, 1,000%.
Whether that's the officials maybe that just throw more penalties than usual, that they're accustomed to, still you want to work on it. Make sure that you can adjust to these type of refs. Scout them as they are players. Notice their tendencies.
That's very true. A couple of them have been personal fouls, though. Those are the ones where it starts to get inexcusable.
Yes.
Like, that's when it's like, there's no reason.
Penalties will offset.
So we got offsetting penalties. So here we go, second down.
It'll be a carry. Wilkerson spins off one man and gets stuffed. Lead to a third down.
Hand off to Malik Wilkerson. That'll bring up third down and about 6 to go.
Here we will have a third down play right here for the Silverhawks. Barhorse still in at quarterback, Wilkerson in the backfield.
A first down here should go a long way into closing this one. Oh, we got a penalty. Another one.
It's like a false start.
Flags before the play.
As this one looks like it will be on the Silverhawks, as that will move them back.
Looks like a false start on Lake Howell.
Yep, that's on Lake Howell.
These penalties keep adding up and adding up. Let's see what they do on this third down. Oh.
Barhorse gets taken down. That is number 0, Tanner Douglas, with the sack.
Luke Barhorse brought down.
Douglas has been everywhere for
Tanner
this
Douglas.
East River High School team.
Sack.
He's made big impact
Loss
plays
of 8 on the play.
all 4 quarters now.
That'll bring up fourth down and long. 20.
Yeah, some really good plays there. The defense showing that they got some fight in them. As this special teams unit will come out for the Silverhawks.
I'm going to punt this one away. Calder does a great job doubling as a punter and kicker. Oh, looks like we got another baby powder throw coming up. Right in front of us.
Calder gets it up and away. That is a high
catch, call for it, but he muffed it.
Muffed it, but he was able to get it back. That'll be a flag on the play. That's going to be a late hit. You can't jump on top of him. Number 23. Right there. It was Williams on the late jump on the returner.
That's one of those where you got to understand, like, he's down. There's no real reason to jump on him. I mean, I get it. You're chasing the football, but you don't have to jump on him like that and draw the penalty. It's got to be over 250 penalty yards now for Lake Howell on the night.
It's going to be a dead ball foul on Lake Howell.
There we have
another penalty.
Another flag on the play. It's a sideline warning for the Silverhawks.
We got 7 minutes left in this game. Just play some clean football and close it out. We got another penalty.
Coach Lorenzano making sure he's staying vocal to his coaching staff and players to stay behind the line.
Pressure's getting there.
And that is a sack.
It was 99.
Billingsley goes down, as that was number 99, Chase Redmond, getting in there, bringing in the pressure, bringing in the heat.
That's going on that highlight reel he's got that he's been building all season. I mean, so many big impact plays, stopping runs, plenty of sacks. Excuse me. That was a good one right there.
Yeah. Yeah, sacks galore.
Just racking them up at this point.
That, I believe, will be his 4th on the season.
Add his tackles for loss to that number, and it's just been a ridiculous season for him.
He has been getting back there as Billingsley will take a deep shot downfield, and that is overthrown. Intended for number 14, Jaden Capabianca. Excuse me, I said Billingsley. That's actually Tuhi in the game.
Good coverage there. That throw would have been a little better. He had the step on the defender. He could have taken that one all the way.
Here is Tuhi.
3rd down.
Waiting the snap. There he goes.
Pressure coming.
Pressure. And that is, again, overthrown. This one intended for Douglas.
You see number 10 right there, Caden Harmon, throwing his arms up. He was wide open on that play. Wide open. The pressure was there quickly. But if that pass would have got to him, he could have definitely taken that one all the way for 6. Oh.
Right here, it looks like there was a timeout called for the Falcons.
So now we're going to have a big 4th down play, 6 minutes to go. I mean, a stop here pretty much wraps this one up.
Yep, pretty much. See the Silverhawks team discussing how they're going to put the nail in the coffin here on this 3rd down. There you go. We got the officials. Do you think they got their parlay tonight?
Oh, for sure. If their number was 10, then they doubled what they were trying to reach tonight.
Yeah.
Referees need their own highlight tape for tonight's performance. Now this is one of the biggest plays for East River. They're backed up. This is going to be about a 14-yard 4th down play.
Here we have 4th down play. They have not converted on 4th down so far today, as there's a deep pass right there, wide open. It's Douglas.
Man.
Oh, but he dropped it. Oh, I mean, it's Halloween weekend, so he's getting them Butterfingers ready.
Oh, man. I mean, giving away these possessions like they're candy. And Lake Howell's going to take over in good field position again with 6 minutes to play. This is
perfect throw, but he just dropped it. And that would have converted a 1st down, too.
That would. Oh, he probably could have got in the end zone with that one. At least in the red zone. He was about at the 40-yard line when he dropped that one.
The Silverhawks offense will take over here already in their own territory. Expect to see some running here as we see Edwards and Johnson in the backfield. Johnson again lining up as fullback. We'll go to Johnson.
He leaves that handout out there for so long on those runs, especially to DeCorey Johnson. You could tell it's kind of like a triple option play, and he always gives that handoff, but he doesn't look too confident in giving that ball off. He always leaves it out to the last second and then gives it to him, and that could be dangerous. That could result in fumbles.
Well, also rushing it could also result in the fumble, so it just needs to be a timing thing.
That's very true.
As this offense will get right back to the line.
Clock is ticking.
Tick-tock. Tick-tock. Barhorst takes the snap. Edwards gets the ball. Edwards fighting for some extra yardage there.
Lowered the shoulder. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Handoff to number 3, Dylan Edwards. Brought out of bounds. That will stop the clock at 5:13.
Clock is stopped there on a 3rd down.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you want to try and cut it inside on plays like that. I mean, even if you might not get that extra yard, you're keeping the clock rolling, and you're essentially going to close this one out as quick as possible.
We'll see what the Silverhawks can do here on this 3rd down.
It's a big play coming up. I mean, a first down here will all but close it. Clock is still ticking.
Looks like you're at that point in the game. Barhorse dropping back, rolls out right. He's got room to work with, and that was almost a terrific catch right there by number 4, Shamar Morris. But
Barhorse put it in a good spot, just solid defense there.
yeah, that's just good offense, better defense.
Now this is an interesting situation. Will they kick the field goal from here? Will they keep the offense out? Because now I mean, punting from here is not going to happen. So they're keeping the offense out there. 4th down and 5. Yeah, we got a timeout. What is their band playing over there?
Yeah, they don't seem to be very much in sync.
No, this is
Ugh. Just ugh.
reflecting their team's performance tonight. Well, in the second half.
I don't know if you ladies and gentlemen at home can hear that, but it sounds like a 14-year-old boy going through puberty trying to talk.
Yeah, if you can't hear it, then consider yourself lucky, guys. But we got some DJ Khaled playing over it right now, which is much better than that. Looks like they're going to have Calder kick the field goal. This is a long attempt. I think he boots it. I think he gets it.
Calder will line up to kick the field goal.
Edwards on the hold. Watch another fake here, how they did on the 2-point conversion play.
Calder, this one is about 50 yards out, and that is no good.
Oh, I thought he got it.
It's a deep shot right there by Calder.
Had the distance, just wide to the left.
You know, it's good, though, because you're not really going to ask him to ever do that again. At least I would hope not.
Yeah, and
but
it doesn't really hurt at this point either.
Yeah, well, yeah, it doesn't hurt. Plus, it's good to get, field goals from that distance in case you need to put him in that situation again in an in-game situation.
That's true. Oh. I don't know how PG that was. I want to say thank you to everyone joining us here from Richard L. Evans.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it, every single one of you.
Absolutely.
That pass will be complete. And he gets stuffed, number 14. That's again Capabianca.
There's number 6 for the Silverhawks, Daniel Burson, and they're blowing it up.
Yeah, Burson had a terrific interception earlier in the game. You can see right there on the left of your screen. There he is, number 6. Yeah, terrific interception by Burson. One of the best of the season for the Silverhawks.
Of course, yeah, Burson's made a big impact on this defense. Here we go, big play.
And then another easy drop right there. This time, that was Willis dropping the pass.
Pass incomplete just through the hands of number 5.
Kellen Willis. These are these Butterfinger plays, and this is not good. You've had multiple opportunities to push this ball down the field, and they're not. And they're, shooting themselves in the foot. You had a big 4th down conversion. That was a drop. That play right there, that was a drop. Here we go. So we got the whole 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right.
Tuhi gets the snap. This one, Willis catches it, cuts back, and gets the first down. Taken down by Austin Acker, forced out.
Yeah, that was a great job there by Tuhi. I'm sorry.
Pass complete, that's good for a first down.
Alley
East River
took that pass.
That will stop the clock at 3 minutes.
They'll stop the clock by going out of bounds. So now we see East River playing with that sense of urgency right now. trailing 19. You're 2-6 on the year, but they're playing very competitive football tonight, despite the scoreboard. Redmond gaining chase on him, and he brought him down.
Redmond bringing the pressure.
Chase is on the case.
Chase is on the case. You can see him diving right there, looking like Michael Phelps.
Multi-sport athlete right here.
Truly is a dual threat, jack of all trades.
Made a big impact tonight. On the Silverhawks defense, that's had a great performance all around. I would probably give him the defensive player of the game for his performance tonight.
So he drops back. It is a misdirection, and that's number 4, Sierra, running with the full head of steam, gets taken down, but not before he gets the first.
Number 4, Xavier Sierra.
The play earlier on this drive where they picked up the first down on a play to Sierra was something very similar to that misdirection, roll out to the right, throw it to the left, and he's there. It sets up the blocking. It's almost like a weird misdirection screen play, and it's worked for them when they've run it on this drive. Take a look at our Lake Howell cheerleaders. Oh.
Rolling out right, and there's the catch by number 14, Capabianca. Once again, hauling a reception.
Number 14, Jaden.
Burson credited with the tackle there.
6-yard gain, brought out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Actually, no, it won't. 2 minutes, 39 seconds. Clock is ticking.
So here we go. Clock still ticking. We're coming up on 2 minutes now.
Tohi dropping back. He has a wide open Willis, who I think almost looks like he fumbled the ball. He does fumble the ball. Oh, wow. How did I call that? I didn't even see it. And it looks like that will be number 10.
Almonte.
Eddie Almonte gets taken down. What a play. Wow, I thought he fumbled it, but then right when I said it, he did fumble it, and Almonte picks it up and almost takes it for 6.
Mystic Matt over here. What a call.
I thought he already fumbled it, but I mean,
oh,
so sometimes you just got that look.
Yeah, Eddie Almonte with the heads-up play there. One of the best players on this Silverhawks secondary.
Yeah, Almonte has been huge for the Silverhawks defense, as this offense will see if they can rack on some more points onto this lopsided performance here at Winter Park, Florida.
Why not? Keep running it up. Make them scores look pretty for us. It's already a 19-point game. The Silverhawks defense has been all over it tonight. John Schweeman is in at quarterback.
Barhorse is taken out. Schweeman, slant route, caught up in the middle. Scaglione, he had a touchdown that was called back earlier, and this time Schweeman hits Scaglione for the slant. Touchdown, Silverhawks.
Take one away, he's gonna get another. That one should all about be the icing on top of the icing, of this cake here that the Silverhawks baked up, and a home blowout win.
I mean, yeah, 41-16 ball game. Awaiting the PAT by Calder. He's gonna make it.
That's not Calder, actually.
Oh, no, it's not Calder. That is Lucas Parker, the freshman. And the freshman makes it.
There we go. 42-16.
Brings your score to 42-16. Lake Howell.
And they put up 62 points last week, 42 points this week. I mean, this offense is absolutely something unreal right now.
Yeah, it really is. This offense has come alive in the second half.
And that they have. I mean, after the little bit of slowness in that first half, I mean, they picked it up right away. And the defense has been a huge contributor to that. We got picks, the fumble, 4th down stops. This defense has come in clutch tonight. This whole team has come in clutch tonight.
Yeah, it really has.
since taking the lead, East River has given up so many points unanswered. They've given up 4 touchdowns since they had the lead last. Got a point to
Calder's out there to kick it away with 1:55 left in the ball game. That one will not be returnable.
You could tell by the body language here and some of the Pine Ridge players, they're done. They just want to get on the bus and go home.
Yeah, they do want to go home.
Enjoy their weekend because, you know, right now it is not turning out for them at all. Take a look at Dylan Edwards there.
Yeah, he has 2 touchdowns in this game, a total of 14 points, if you include the 2-point conversion.
Over 100 yards. Monster performance from him, as he tends to do.
It's another day in the lab.
Another day, another Dylan masterclass.
Here, Leah run. That's Sierra.
This clock is ticking. This very well might be the final drive of this ball game. Under 2 minutes now, 1:30 coming up on.
That play gets blown up.
Handoff on the play.
Now, 1:17 left in this ball game. It's been a dominant performance tonight.
That it has. This defense has showed up in this second half. They played well throughout the first half. The offense, they started off hot, hit a little bit of a rough patch, and then came out absolutely blowing it out. We're under a minute to play.
He drops back. That pass is caught. Number 14 falls in the reception. That's Capabianca.
Pass complete to
Capabianca finally catching one. We got a timeout.
Yeah, I think they're trying to come back.
Oh, man. Well, it might be a little too late for that.
You're going to need a touchdown for every 10 seconds.
Yeah, I would say we've seen crazier things, but no, we have not. Well, this is going to do it. The Silverhawks, well, we still have time left on the clock, but this is going to be a 6-3 year heading into the last game for the Silverhawks. I mean, can't stress how important this last game against Mount Dora is.
Yeah, it really is. This is a big, big game that they were going to be playing against Mount Dora next week.
I mean, they knew the stakes tonight, and they absolutely showed up. So next week, that is the homecoming game. Kind of scouting out their opponents. Mount Dora, 6-2 on the year. Intercepted.
Oh my goodness, and another turnover. That is number 21 with the interception. It's Vincent Damaro.
That's an interception by
that should
21.
Be all she wrote here.
Mario Lake Howell ball. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Damaro with the nail in the coffin for the Silverhawks.
So they're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. They'll be back next week at home. We at Hawk News Live will not be broadcasting this game. We apologize, but we hope you all come out, show support for your homecoming, big senior night. Silverhawks are going to walk away from this thing 6-3 next week. Big game against a really game opponent in Mount Dora. They're 6-3 on the year. They've played some of the best teams, and they've handled them pretty well. They play Eustis tonight at home.
Schwiemann will take the knee, and Oh, I'm looking over at the visitor sideline, and I think I see a fat lady singing. You know what that means? It's over.
That is it.
That should do it. Lake Howell Silverhawks.
That is a 42-16 ball game for the Lake Howell Silverhawks. What a performance by this Silverhawks team. Going into halftime, it really did look like that it was going to be a close game, but they ended up showing that they were the better team. They remained victorious.
That it did, with only 3 points given up in this second half. This defense has been on their game tonight.
As you can see, there's number 99, Chase Redmond, ecstatic about the win. Now we will toss it down to Matt and Richie for a post-game report. Thank you so much, Matt. I am Matt Clark, and I'm here with Richie Saponiak. Richie, this was a terrific second half performance by the Silverhawks. What adjustments did you see?
Well, I saw less penalties. That was huge. They gave up 175 penalty yards in the first half. There were still some penalties in the second half, still some mistakes to clean up, but they cleaned it up a lot, and this defense made a lot of huge shifts, causing a lot of turnovers. This offense stopped the little dull run that they were on. They were able to go back to success in the running game, able to find some more success through the air. Just overall complete, shift in the whole Silverhawks second half performance.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, who are your player spotlights for the game? Who showed out the most tonight?
Well, who showed out? We want to take a look at the offense. I mean, even though he started slow, I'm going to have to give the offensive player of the game to Luke Barhorst. I mean, he played really well after a little bit of a slow start. We were talking about earlier, the 2 picks. That doesn't define a bad game for a quarterback. It's how he comes back, how he bounces back. 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. Luke Barhorst had an absolutely amazing game. And on the defensive side, a guy who's always disrupting it, Chase Redmond, got back there, made a lot of big plays, key sacks, and Eddie Almonte also was able to cause some key plays, including a fumble recovery for this defense.
Yeah, absolutely was. So, I mean, any other final thoughts for this game, man? I mean, it was a great game. We're 6-3.
6-3. I mean, I knew it coming into this year that this team had something special to them. They have some pizzazz that they didn't have last year. And, I mean, it shows out there on the field. It shows with the results. 62 points last week, 42 this week.
Yeah, man.
And a big game. They needed to win to stay alive in this playoff race. They won, and that sets up a huge game next week for our homecoming. I mean, a must-see game against Mount Dora.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I mean, what more can you really say, man? This was a terrific game for both sides.
All 3 phases of the game.
Yeah, all 3 phases of the game. Now we'll send it down to V with a special interview.
A bunch of guys did. Luke Barhorst, our quarterback, he had a good night tonight. Dylan Edwards is balling, and our defense really came up with some good plays and some hard hits. Man, they deserve a lot of credit. We had a lot of turnover, good interceptions and things like that. So I give it up to our defense. They really set some tone out there, and I'm pumped up for them.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a good night. Shout out to our defense. We won 42-16. The beginning seemed kind of rough, but now it looks like it's going up pretty good. I hope that all the defense and everybody who played great will sleep great tonight and sleep with a calm night. Have a good night, Silverhawks. I'll take it back up to Matt and Richie. Thank you. I'm V, signing off. Was that good?
Yeah, I think it was kind of late. Like, Coach Lowe started talking as they cut to our camera.
Oh, man. My bad.
Never doing this shit again.
I'm so sorry, bro. Was I that bad at making you quit?
No. Fuck it. I'm never running with the camera again. I just started. Not this shit.
I was sweating more than